So again, this is the Road to Evo format, and it's essentially in the style of a tournament. And a big shout out to the Evo crew, Tom Cannon, Tony Cannon, and Mr. Wizard for allowing us to put this together. The 4 people who essentially qualify from this event and make it to final round will also receive Evo seeding points, which help determine their placement at the Evolution 2012 tournament this year.
Right.
So it gives them essentially preferred seeding in the bracket, which is definitely something you want to have if you can make it.
If you're planning on attending the Evo season, absolutely.
So in your first up, we're going to have a round robin, which means each player is going to have to play against all the others, and the scoring system is similar to what we've done before. 1 point if you win a round, and 3 points.
3 points for the full game.
Yep. And we're going to keep it super serious here. On the player 1 side, we have Tasty Steve of Team Tekken, and on the player 2 side, we have TFA Hornet. Again, this is going to be all focused on match-heavy play.
Yeah.
You guys have been watching this for days and days now. I'm sure all of you know at least a little bit about the game at this point.
This is really going to be a test of the trials and everything they put together for this final day. So here we go. Tasty Steve sticking with his classic Heihachi and King team. And it looks like Hornet is going with Ryu and Ken. I think he's really confident with his Shoto team.
Yes.
And go with the confidence in this situation.
All right, so I've watched both these players play a lot during these sets, and I feel that their level is actually about even at this point. So this should be a very interesting match, I think.
Heihachi trying to space with his slow walk speed.
Good sweep there. Oh, no, took the counter hit.
Counter hit
Got
in the
knocked
air.
down.
Shoryuken. Good block string.
Yep, Steve's playing very patient right now, as you should, because frame traps are really, really solid in this game.
Yep.
Oh, good
That's
blocking
a low
on the
attack.
low. Yep. Steve has a power gem active right now.
I think Alex might have taught him that cross-up. There we go. I think that...
Oh, man.
Ooh, just
was
like
that a perfect?
Maybe.
No, it wasn't. It wasn't. I was free.
Super close, though.
Come on, Steve. You got to step up your game.
Nerves might be getting to Steve
There you
right
go.
now.
Nice anti-air with the crouch fierce. Steve is playing really not aggressive at all. He's hanging out full screen. He's not really establishing anything. No pressure at all. And Hornet is not going to be scared. He's just going to hang out full screen and chuck fireballs.
And in this
he's got to put something together.
Ryu has the advantage with fireballs.
Oh, man. Steve is just doing nothing right now. He's just chilling, completely scared. He's getting pressured.
It's crazy to see Heihachi just walk forward and back, and he barely moves
He hasn't thrown, like, an attack this whole round, I think. There we go. Nice. Let's go. Doesn't get the full combo. Goes for the overhead, but Hornet jumps out. He's also got a defense gem active. Gets the super. Oh, and Hornet takes it. And he gets 3 points.
That went really fast.
Sure did.
I think that looks like an Alex Valle classic, the cross-up hurricane
Tatsu
kick in the
super,
air.
Yeah.
The super.
Again, the lowest scoring person in this event will immediately go into elimination tonight.
Elimination is going to be very, very interesting tonight.
All right, so the next match we're going to have is Nerd Josh versus Renick. These two are probably considered the strongest players right now on Team Street Fighter.
Yeah. I don't think we've actually seen these guys pair off against each other, at least in front of the big stage this entire show. This might be the first time.
Nerd Josh has performed very, very well in all of these challenges, and he's always shown himself as very solid. It's very rare that he's really had to prove himself directly like this.
Yeah.
So we'll see how it goes. And Renick is very solid as well.
It's like they're going all out. They have their specific gem loadouts.
Of course. At this point, this is, essentially tournament matches. They need every edge that they can get, and the gem system definitely complements your characters and your team.
Yeah, essentially it's as Seth and I were describing earlier, a way to benefit your play style, and sometimes it's the character, but a lot of it contributes towards how you play and how you, if you want to rush down, if you are aiming for a certain combo, things like that.
I think that actually speed gems have been a little bit underrated by the players so far. The increase to walk speed is good in certain situations if you really want to foot seed.
Yeah.
But especially the improved jump speed can really help.
I've actually been quite shocked that I haven't seen an entire gem loadout that is nothing but gems that increase your meter.
That's a good point. You know, meter actually helps you do a ton of damage in this game.
Yeah.
And also, if you have meter gems, then you can switch cancel more often. So
you can switch cancel more often. You get supers more often. And easy or short combo into supers is a guaranteed method of doing damage.
And there are some techniques that you can use if you're gaining meters so quickly. For example, one of the things we've talked about that we haven't seen any players use is that off the typical tag chain.
Right.
If you instead tag cancel off the tag chain, although it costs you a meter, you reset the juggle scaling, and you actually can do a much higher damage combo.
Yeah. There's these little intricacies that that happen within this system because there's so many system mechanics involved. I'm very anxious to get home and see if I can find a gem loadout.
Oh, there you go. Nerd Josh actually is using meter gems.
He's using one. What I want to see is someone use all meter gems. Like all 3 different ones. So almost anything they do activates a gem to get more meter.
All right, so Nerd Josh playing Ryu Rufus, which is the team he's played through most of these challenges. And Renick has been playing grapplers
probably Abel and Hugo, yep. Oh, I like how he's got matching colors. So we had some time ahead to get the characters to look similar.
This is definitely going to be a very technical, high-level match. It's just really going to be about Nerd Josh's footsies versus the high damage of Renick's characters, as well as their high defense.
Yeah. I just realized we're going to the Pursuing Mammoth stage, and it looks like Renick's characters match the background very well.
Oh, it looks like somebody has edited their gems. Somebody has the wrong loadout.
I believe the system for gem selection and even maybe even controller selection is actually going to be a lot more optimized when the game comes out. I don't know if we've had any official word on that, but they've been briefly mentioning it.
Yeah, one of the things that I like so far that at least makes things a little bit easier is because all the gems are numbered.
Yeah.
Instead of having to remember like the names of the gems, you can just say, okay, I need gem like 10, 27, and like 30 or something. And then
even that.
Yeah, you can just scroll through the list and say, okay, these are the ones I need.
Yeah.
Thinking ahead there, I'm glad that they numbered them.
Yeah,
just leave names.
It looks like they really tried their best to make it as easy for tournament play as possible, while being a gameplay system that is very important to the overall experience of Street Fighter Cross Tekken.
All right, so here we go. Ryu Rufus versus Abel Hugo.
I really want to see Renick's Rufus. And Renick has been sticking with the Vitality Gems, and the Vitality Gems actually give you health back if you take damage, and they give you reoccurring health in some situations. Like they'll give you plus 60 immediately or plus 100 over a few seconds. So, and sometimes you have like characters that have around 900 to 1,000 health. That means that you're recovering 10 to 15% on some characters.
I got you. All right, so here we go. Again, this is single game, round-robin format. Immediately, Nerd Josh gets to jump into a quick tick grab. Nice. Fakes the cross-up. Gets him once again.
Another mix-up.
Yep. Now, nice Tatsu
I like how Hornet is really recognizing those counter hits. And
whoa, what just happened?
Whoa.
Somebody has the wrong button config. Come on, guys. That should be like a DQ. I'm trolling. I'm trolling. All right.
Are they going to let it rock?
They're going to let it rock. All right.
And I'm very interested in this.
I mean, it was Renick's mistake.
It was. So if they're going to go for $25,000, it's up to them. Wow, I'm liking that Hugo color.
Right now, Nerd Josh has a defense gem active. Good tech there.
Yeah.
Starting to recognize that. That's probably why he wasn't teching the throws before.
That's true.
Yeah. Oh, that was a miss from Josh.
On both, and Rufus comes in for a snake strike.
Gets it with the clap in the corner.
Ooh,
nice.
This is going to be some
pressure.
big damage.
Oh, he could have got a super there.
I'm really surprised he just waited it out, but he chose not to go for super.
Nice stand fierce anti-air there from Josh. 34 seconds remain on the clock, and Nerd Josh is spacing it out. His Rufus is about at half health. He's out of bar as well.
Yep.
Very close to building that first one. That whiff jump fierce there built a little bit of bar, as you may have noticed.
Yeah, brings back in Ryu. Rufus is immediately recovering health.
Oh,
that is very dangerous.
Yeah, you definitely cannot jump in on light like that.
I think the best thing you can do there is just neutral jump in and then just...
What Ryu can also do is he can also use his jump strong, which hits twice.
That's true.
And that'll break the super
Good call.
armor. Yeah.
Ooh,
nice cross-up setup. And Josh tries to DP out. 3 seconds. This is enough. Might be. No, the time ran out. Nerd Josh takes that first one by time over.
I don't know if it would have been enough anyway.
Yeah, maybe not.
Yeah.
Jumps in immediately again at the start of the round, and Renick's not prepared.
Josh showing the power of walk forward standing jab with Ryu.
Renick has a defense gem active, rolls and goes for the empty jump to try to get in. Nice neutral jump as well. Renick's spacing is pretty good so far. Nice. Gets the cross up, and Nerd Josh DQs out immediately.
That was a very, very meaty reversal.
Basically, Nerd Josh is planning this matchup so far as he knows if Abel gets in too close that the mix-ups are really going to be a problem for him.
Yeah.
So instead, he's establishing his long-range game, and he's making sure that, you know, if Renick gets too close, immediately he goes for reversal and switches out, or he, you know, finds another technique to get away from the pressure.
Stick to the strategy.
Yep, it is a good plan so far, and it's working for him. Nice, EX Messiah, and now he's got him cornered. Ooh, nice.
Same tick throw setups we remember from previous games, and Abel just like that is out.
Nice overhead there.
Yeah,
you see that?
That's
he chased
really
the
pretty.
tech. Oh, raw tag. Hugo will take a little bit of damage, but it's worth it. Nice. EX Dragon Punch. Oh, stays in front. Gets a nice set of links there.
He could actually
and then
go
goes
into
for the
a
sweep
light
cancel.
hurricane kick in the corner for a lot of damage.
No, Josh is looking solid right now. Renick has that defense gem active.
Whoa.
Oh, they both missed the throws. Again, throws do not have a lot of range in this game, not as much as SF4.
Oh, once again, he
combo
grabs him.
that.
Like, I think he actually went for the Shoryuken twice there, and he hit him both times.
He's going to look for a switch cancel. Yep, I knew it.
Called it.
Renick should have been prepared for that.
Called
definitely.
it.
Nerd Josh takes it, and he gets 3 points. Renick gets 0, was unable to win a round. Nerd Josh is looking pretty godlike right now, I have to say.
He's been consistently looking really good throughout this entire show.
What Renick should have done is, instead of doing that stand short grab combo, he should have went for stand short clap and switch canceled off it.
Most likely.
Yeah, then he would have gotten Hugo out safely.
There's a lot of blocks on those claps.
Again, you really have to pay attention to your health in this game. Bar is much less important than health, I think. Bar builds very, very quickly. So any opportunity, if you hit anything in your mind, you should immediately be thinking, okay, how can I confirm to a switch cancel?
Yeah,
right away.
We've seen a lot of folks confirming like crouching like sweeps and things like that just into switch cancel.
Just switch cancel. It's worth the bar. Definitely worth the bar. Even other stuff, I mean, you can switch cancel on block as well if you need to, and you get a free mix-up after. Yep. So, for example, with Hugo, he could have gone for something like he could have gone for a chain into like the fierce overhead move,
right?
And then even if it had been blocked, he can gone for a switch cancel and gone for a mix-up after. So there's a lot of technical stuff with the switch cancel, but the main point is if you have meter and your character's low on health and you get in, there's no reason that you should not find a way to use it. Whether they're blocking or they're getting hit, you definitely can safely switch cancel.
At most times, depending on the characters you're fighting, if you happen to be low on health and you need to get the other character in and you're low on meter, just tag them in.
Yeah.
Like even if you're going to sacrifice like 40 to 50% health, which is
it's
a
worth
lot.
it. It's worth it.
It's worth it because you're not going to die.
And at least the character that tags out, if they have red health, they can get some life back.
Yep.
All right, so next up we're going to have Tasty Steve versus Dr. Subzero.
I think I just saw Dr. Subzero choose an auto block gem.
Really?
Kind of curious to see this in action. Auto block is a risky gem because it allows you to, if you continually block yourself and you actively block in the correct direction, the auto block gem will not go into effect, and you'll essentially be fine. But if the auto block gem goes into effect and it blocks for you when you should be blocking, it'll take a complete bar, and you only get 3 bars at maximum. So the big issue is that if Tasty Steve realizes that he has an auto block gem on, he can start baiting things out to make him lose meter.
Possibly.
And if he starts baiting out blocks,
and if you're out of bar, it doesn't activate.
It doesn't activate.
Yeah.
So yeah, it can actually be a big help or a huge crutch.
A huge hindrance. I mean, again, this is the first we've seen of assist gems. I mean, they obviously are in the game for a reason.
They are.
But so far, they haven't proved to be very useful to me.
Yeah.
We'll see how it goes.
Looks like he's using it on both characters. I'm really curious to see how this goes. I don't want to be too loud because I don't want to know if Tasty Steve realized it, but we'll see.
All right. I mean, let's keep it real. They're going to hear us.
Yeah.
Don't sweat it.
It's so tough because we're right next to these guys.
It happens at tournaments, too. You hear people in the background talking about the match as it goes. So
You got it.
Again, Steve is just looking defensive, and I saw him in the other room of having tons and tons of trouble fighting against Hugo, especially.
Yeah, a lot of the Tekken players on Team Tekken have been
man, that
converting
body
to Hugo.
splash is so good. And right now, Dr. Subzero is looking solid. Too far for that.
Just too far.
But
Well,
a good jump back roundhouse there. Tags back in Heihachi. Heihachi probably a Dr. Sub that's not safe, but he failed to punish.
Did not go for the counter bounce and is going to take a very
People are
huge
starting
amount
to
of
punish
damage.
those Tekken strings now. Did you see that? You got to be very careful.
I think that, I don't know if that's
I don't
safe
know
or
if
not.
that one's safe or not. I'm not really sure. It doesn't get used that often.
Tag in, and he chooses not to.
He chooses not to switch cancel. He didn't have meter, to be fair.
You're right. You're right.
Oh, stringed into the overhead. And we've talked about this string before. Hugo's Stand Fierce is an overhead, but because it's not a command normal, he can actually chain into it.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, if you recognize that he's going to go for it, though, you can backdash, and it's super easy punish.
Gotcha.
It has so much recovery.
That's very interesting.
Yeah.
That makes Hugo pretty dangerous up close.
Oh, that lariat, super good. Gets the knockdown, and he's going to chase him down. No forward roll from TCC.
I mean, Hugo is looking for that cross-up body splash, or like a ambiguous cross-up body splash.
And what Dr. Subzero is doing here is he's charging the lariat to see if he can get an armor hit, and then once he gets the EX version, he can pretty much just go for it, because on block, I'm not 100% sure if it's safe, but it looks like it's much more safe than just regular lariat.
Yeah.
And that match was, again, pretty free. I don't know what's happening to Steve here. He's not playing well. He may have kind of overpressured himself when he was playing casual.
Maybe.
He just played too many matches and started to kind of, destroy his own mental.
We've seen a lot of really good things from Tasty Steve throughout this entire competition.
Yeah, now it's not happening.
So far, it looks like we have 3 points for every single team that has gone up. There's been no single round drop-offs.
I'm actually very disappointed in Tasty Steve. I know he's much better than this, and he's just not playing well during this challenge. He's already down a ton of points, and he really needs to make something happen.
Sometimes it's kind of like regular sports, where if you're in a rut and you have a moment where you're trying to break out of it, you just need to see something happen. You just need to hit a shot in basketball. You need to crack with the bat, and this time you need to land a full combo. It just takes something to break out of it.
Yep, definitely. All right, so Steve under pressure right now. Again, the lowest scoring person in this portion of the challenge will head to elimination today.
Interestingly enough, we never saw the auto block gem activate with the character because there wasn't much attacking
Steve
going on.
Did not pressure him at all, and now he's up against Renick, who once again is another grappler player. All right, TCC player 1 versus Renick player 2.
Heihachi's still playing defensive.
There we go.
Gets a noogie.
Grab. Come on, get something started, Steve. Let me see it. Goes for the low. Renick saw it, though.
Interesting to cancel it not into the overhead.
Gets the overhead.
It that time.
Let's go. Tasty Steve. Let me see some combos.
It's going to be Tasty Steve's combo by the time this is over.
Yeah.
Goes for the approach, but
good neutral jump from Renick.
Up with the chain.
And now he's got him in the corner. High pressure situation right now. Rolls away.
Ooh.
Nice.
Hugo just walking forward. Maximize the damage with Heihachi with an uppercut, and that should be good.
All right, defense gem activated for Hugo.
You can see how that took off barely no health from Hugo because he's recovering life.
Gem. Oh, is that what it is? The life gem?
Yeah, he had the vitality gem on. But he does not have that again throughout this match.
Ooh. The hitbox on that clap is so good. He went for EX Dragon Punch and didn't even beat it.
Stuffed
Again, the EX Dragon
place.
Punch, although it has great invincibility, you can beat it with flows because of how the move works.
That's
just the hitbox.
Wow, I'm getting third strike flashbacks here.
Oh,
Smart
he immediately
stuff.
supered as soon as he saw the tag. And now King is under pressure because he's going to be cornered after this.
Does he choose to roll forward?
Nope. Oh, good. Good call
there. That's a good link.
Not just that. I mean, he kind of recognized that there wasn't a meaty there, and he just poked out, which is good. Goes for the cross. No.
It's going to hurt. And that
will
do it.
I can explain that. When you go for a cross-up like that, if you time the cross-up a little bit too high, the hit stun isn't that huge.
Yeah.
So, of course, as a grappler, immediately, if you sense that there's like space there, you want to go for the EX because it has invincibility. What really you should do to prevent that is either you should tighten your block strings after the cross-up, or you should use like a backdash or a neutral jump to bait them.
Neutral jump, I was just about to say.
What you want to do is you want to force the grappler player to question their defensive 360s because that'll put you in a better position.
This is getting and just like that, Tasty Steve, unfortunately,
Renick
loses to
light
Renick.
up. Yep. 3 points for him. And
Renick
Steve
with
does not win around.
a lot of offense on his grappler team and actually gets a perfect in that round.
I gotta say, I think that unfortunately Steve is going to be heading to elimination in this challenge. Right now, he's on 0 points.
And he's going up. He's up to the plate once again with Nerd Josh.
This is his last match. He definitely has to score something here. If he doesn't, at least
1 round.
Wow. Actually, it's worse than that. He has to win this match to even be in the running.
Yeah.
If he does not win this match, 100%, he's the loser.
Team Tekken looking pretty anxious for Tasty Steve. Subzero also rocking his Team Tekken shirt now.
All right, Tasty Steve, player 1.
Nerd Josh,
player 2.
Player 2.
And this is the toughest possible match
right?
for him. Neutral jump, just trying to avoid the fireball game.
We're seeing Heihachi doing the same stuff.
Yeah, he's not really having good movement right now. He's questioning his play.
Heihachi actually has a good backdash and forward dash. This is a big link.
Gets the combo, and Nerd Josh
drops the end.
It's okay. He's got tons of pressure going. Gets the grab, and that's a dead Heihachi.
Gotta get
and
Heihachi
Steve
out of there.
Didn't even make an attempt to get him out. Just took the pressure.
Josh trying to use that standing jab for approach.
That is kind of a frame trap after. So even if you block, there we go. Gets the combo. No, drops it.
Close though.
And that's the worst because if you also drop your combos, it's difficult to kind of get your confidence up.
Yeah. Once you have the opportunity, if you don't get it.
Good tech. Neutral jump, no go. And Josh is just rushing him down. Exceptional pressure, super solid, in there, rushing him down. Gets to confirm off the low forward into the switch cancel.
Misses the snake strikes, but still has a lot of health. Ooh, but it's going away fast.
Completely comboed off that. And King, again being pressured, does have a power gem active, but can't get anything started. Now this is over.
This is going to be
that's it.
Pretty quick.
Tasty Steve is confirmed to be heading to elimination.
Yep.
Now we do need to complete the bracket here because the highest scoring person in this challenge is going to get essentially a benefit in the next challenge.
Gotcha.
All right, so let's see what we've got next. It looks like we're going to have Dr. Subzero
and Hornet.
TFA Hornet. Steve, what he needs to do at this point is he's going to get to relax for a while. Because of the other challenges going on. He needs to think about a game plan. He needs to consider who he's likely to fight later on today, and he really needs to get his confidence up because that's really what's hurting him right now. I feel like it's not about the game, it's not about his game plan. It's about he's just completely scared.
There's also sometimes when you think too much and you start thinking and overthinking situations.
And that's what I'm trying to express. Sometimes you cannot question yourself. You just got to go in, and if you lose, that's fine. But sometimes you just have to do it.
Yeah. Sometimes you just got to play it out.
Just got to play it out and rush it down and say, you know what, this is my team. This is how they work. I should try and make it happen.
Have we seen Hornet and Subzero go against each other yet today?
Not yet.
This is the first time.
Yep.
Yeah. I'm probably going to get a chance. Hornet's a very offensive player, so we might be able to see some of that auto block in action from Dr. Subzero if he's sticking with his gems.
They're just saying, don't take my gem.
You do have 3 different pages of options to change. Yo, don't touch my gems. We've seen a lot of unique gem combinations so far in this tournament.
So far, people have been switching up. Again, today for the first time, we saw assist gems being used, although they didn't really activate very much. That's good.
Some of the ones that were utilizing Hugo as a non-point character, where if a cross, I believe it's a cross rush, is activated, it'll bring Hugo in, and he can maximize the damage off his air command grab. And that does a lot of damage,
yeah,
especially
you know,
if it's not
I'm
hit
actually curious about the multiple meter gems loadout that you've been kind of harping on. I'm going to give it a try.
For example, with the time I tried multiple meter gems, and I had a specific combo it used, and within the combo, it would build another meter.
Wow, that's pretty sick.
So you'd actually be able to use 4 bars within it.
All right, so player 1, Ryu Hugo, is Dr. Subzero, and player 2 is TFA Hornet. And Hornet was looking pretty good earlier, so we'll see what happens.
Subzero sticking with 2 defensive gems, one being Vitality, one being Auto Block for both characters, and 1 offensive gem. Here we go.
I think he tried the reversal 360.
Wow, that was crazy that crossed up.
All right, Hugo has that life gem active. Gets a bit of health back. Nice. Gets
Very
the jump
patient
in.
stuff, and just a well-timed jump in. It's like standing medium into uppercut.
Good timing on that cross up there. Hornet jumps away, and we're back to the neutral game. Hornet not throwing too many fireballs from the long range game.
It looks like Subzero's just hitting a button at the perfect wrong moment each time.
Yeah. And that's footsies. That's the name of the game. If you can
What
predict when the opponent wants to poke and beat them out.
That is how it goes. Were you riding that power gem, and you're going to see how much damage a regular throw will do with it. That stuff hurts.
Oh, he could have had a combo there off the low jab, but didn't see it. Nice. Oh, no. I think he tried to do a donkey kick there.
Seems both players are utilizing the jumping hurricane kick cross-up with Ryu.
Nice. Good anti-air. Gets the combo into switch, into the super.
Good. I think he might have had his gem activated when he did a cross rush like we were explaining before, and this will maximize the damage. Hugo goes in for the approach, Ryu techs out, and we're back to the mid-screen game.
Hornet has the lead right now. Not much time left on the clock.
It's interesting. Hornet is being really selective about his attacks and really selective about when he goes in. And that is crazy.
That is a smart game plan against this type of team.
Yeah.
You really don't want to allow them to get their pressure established. You want to play the long-range game as much as possible, and when you do get in close, you really want to pick your spots.
And if you get the hit, maximize it, do as much as you possibly can.
And then play the neutral game again.
Each time, Hornet has been hitting those combos, so it's been working out for him.
Yep. Yeah, see?
Yep.
Hornet's playing very intelligent right now.
Subzero also being very careful with his approach, so there's a lot of cautious play from each player.
Nice super.
This is good. No, it hit. It hit.
Yep.
I'm liking how everyone's using meter now. In comparison to previously in the tournament, there's a lot more meter usage, a lot more super usage. I don't know if we've seen much of the cross art, but there is definitely a lot more supers going on. Interesting to use that to get out of the corner, but it's not quite safe.
I don't think he just is using it to get out of the corner. What he's also doing is he's kind of anticipating a jump setup.
Yeah.
But didn't work out. Dr. Subzero defeated by TFA Hornet.
Hornet using that meter, and there was a lot of like questionable choices he was making previously in this tournament, especially when he was going up against Sherry and not using enough meter to take the round, and it's looking like he's definitely adjusted that.
He has certainly improved his game along the course of this. All right, so next up we have Dr. Subzero up against Nerd Josh. Let's see what happens. So currently, Tasty Steve has completed all his matches, and he has 0 points, which means he will be forced to play in elimination tonight.
Right.
He's going to, for certain, be one of the two. TFA Hornet currently has 6 points. Nerd Josh currently has 6 points. And Renick currently has 3 points. Not all the matches have been played out. There are 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 8 matches remaining. And just checking those buttons just in case, because Hornet is a bad player.
For those that have not seen that feature yet, you can now change your button configuration from the character select screen. Hopefully it'll make things go a lot quicker in tournament play. Trying to think some of the characters we have not seen a lot of in Cross Assault. I think someone was using Lily earlier on the Street Fighter stream, and I was like, man, I didn't see her used once during this whole thing, but she is a Tekken character with a really unique style. And a lot of the time, the players here have been sticking to the characters that they know and sticking to a unique set that is effective, especially Rufus and Ryu. Here we go, Dr. Subzero versus Nerd Josh. Nerd Josh sticking with his classic Ryu Rufus team, and Dr. Subzero rocking Hugo and Ryu. Seeing a lot of this jumping crossover with Ryu.
Yeah, it looks like I guess Tatsu's spacing pretty well. All right, gets the combo. Thanks for the follow up.
Might be the most damage Hugo can do at the end of a combo.
At least on regular Switch.
Yeah,
it is.
yeah.
He can get more in other situations. Instead of getting just a short, you can get short clap and then get the anti-air grab, but not off regular Switch.
Ryu's recovery gem is now done.
A lot of sweeping going on there. That match range sweep, very useful. No, Josh goes for the switch cancel.
It's a lot different, Ryu, with Ryu now having his special cancelable sweep, and he can go into fireballs or hurricane kicks. Whoa.
Good anti-air grab. Read the Tatsu at the start of the round. Gets the cross-up,
and
combos
maximizes
off it.
damage. Ryu's already at 50% health.
Does have that defense gem.
Oh, no.
That would have been huge.
That would have been KO. That would have easily have been the game.
There, Dash is going to get out. Here comes Rufus. Free super here.
And looks like it's safe.
I guess that is safe. That's very useful. Yeah, see, that combo is actually not the optimal one in that situation. There, you can get the clap. So you can do short, clap, and then do the grab.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
He went for an anti-air super, but unfortunately missed it just a second ago.
Oh, EX Messiah gets him out.
There's that auto block jam.
Yep.
And as we saw, in that situation, it just ate meter from him.
Oh, man. Gets the tag. Here comes Ryu.
Should do a good amount, but not enough to kill.
Good footsies from Josh.
There's what we were just saying earlier. Sweep and the tag.
That's very smart. That's how you should get out when you're cornered and you're in trouble. Just find a way to force them to block something and then switch. You get your couple misses there.
I think Josh recognized where he was on the screen and wasn't able to get to him in time.
Into the Messiah.
Cross-up follow-up, and there's that auto block gem.
Once again.
Saving him. Saved him for just another second until another cross-up got him.
No, Josh takes that.
So if you saw most of that round, Dr. Subzero, as a result of the auto block gem kicking in a couple of times, didn't have meter for a lot of it. He got a chance to tag a guy in off of that sweep, which did happen, and he got him in safely. But later on, he was unable to capitalize on damage because of the auto block gem. There's this little bit of the strategy that goes behind it. It's not completely useless for players at higher level play, but you have to be very careful.
Meanwhile, Nerd Josh is showing that he knows the system very well. He's using pretty much everything at his disposal. It has seemed like he hasn't really been under any real pressure so far in the set. And it's to the point where not only is he being defensive with his switch cancels, he's also being aggressive with them. For example, at the end of that round, he actually went for a meaty Dragon Punch into the tag cancel. So if he had gone for something on Wake Up, the DP would have beat it out. But even if he blocks, the switch cancel would have kept him safe.
An interesting thing about switch cancels as well is that while they're still in block stun or hit stun, that's when you can switch cancel. So you can still do it while Ryu is in the air, but the block stun will run out on the ground and you will be punished.
Yes. All right, so we have two grappler players grinding it out right now. Dr. Subzero is player 1 and player 2 is Renick.
Renick recognizing those air counter hits and taking full advantage of it. Hugo pressured into the corner, chooses not to jump out, and tags in Ryu.
Oh.
That is going to be very damaging. Oh, but Abel does have the recovery of the Vitality Gem. And as you can see, it only took off not that much health.
Very small amount. Yeah, those Vitality Gems are not that bad, I guess. It seems to me like the gems are balanced very well. It's like, okay, the life gem is pretty good because you get a lot of health back. The power gems are great for combos and setups. The assist gems, again, still not a fan of, but they seem to have their uses.
Wow, jump back, and he recognizes the counter hit. Low forward into hurricane kick.
EX roll to try to escape, but no, Josh scouts it. Excuse me. Renick scouts it, yeah.
A lot of player switching going on right now. Oh,
everyone
is doing really well with scouting out the counter hits in the air. It's really easy to notice it because if you see something come up on the side of the screen, that means it's a counter.
That it's a counter.
Nothing else should show up.
Oh, see? Baits the grab
for a
there.
whiff grab, yeah.
Ooh. I think that was an autocorrect.
Yeah. All of a sudden, Hugo's flying to one side of the screen. 3 seconds left on the clock. Oh.
Nice. Not enough.
I think Ryu might have eaten another meter just at the end there.
Yep.
Looks like Hugo standing strong is a pretty good poke.
Nice.
Prevents the jump.
Also a nice medium crouch strong. Nope, can't do that. Empty jump is good in that situation, and you can kind of recognize it. You can see the animation.
You can see him moving around.
No.
But if you hit the button too early, and in this game, you might hit the button a lot too early because you're trying to trade in the air for the counter hit.
Yeah, that's a good point. Then you'll be in trouble. Good usage of the overhead there.
Normal Hugo versus zombie Hugo.
Nice.
They are trading attacks like crazy right now, but misses the follow-up opportunity for damage.
The EX version of that move is very, very quick. You should try to get Hugo out here. Ooh.
It's getting very close. Ryu had a full health bar behind him, and Renick will take the round.
So Dr. Subzero has, let's see, do I have this right? Dr. Subzero has 3 points. Josh has 9. He hasn't played Hornet yet. Renick has 6.
Renick hasn't played all of his through yet, or did he? Has he?
No, he hasn't played them all yet. I think there's 2 matches left,
Gotcha.
if I'm not mistaken. This match, which is Hornet versus Nerd Josh, and I believe there's also Hornet versus Renick, are the last 2 matches remaining.
Gotcha.
So Dr. Subzero does manage to survive through this challenge. He scores 3 points. Tasty Steve, again, for certain, is heading into elimination with 0 points. So far, Nerd Josh has the highest score of 9. TFA Hornet and Renick both have 6.
TFA Hornet, a pad player, and quickly switches his configuration.
Oh man, being able to do that like that makes things so much easier.
Beep, beep, done.
Yep.
I'm not going to lie, I am pretty anxious for this game to come out and get me some Mega Man. I want to see if Mega Man is viable at all.
People have been asking me questions about Mega Man
we just
literally
don't
all
know,
7
man.
days.
We
Hey,
just
why
don't
can't they
know.
play Mega Man?
We wish, we really do.
Yeah, no kidding.
I think it was the
tried
first thing I asked when we were here. Is Mega Man playable? And sadly, he's not yet.
No, not yet.
He will be when the game comes out, though, for PS3 only. A lot of banter between the players right now. Smiles amongst them, but serious faces behind everybody.
Nice.
I like it how when Ryu has a reversal, he says something different.
Oh, really?
Interesting.
I didn't notice that.
When he said Hadouken, or would normally say Hadouken, he said something different upon reversal. Little things of Street Fighter Cross Tekken. This is going to be a lot of damage when he misses the follow-up. Wow.
Yep. Nerd Josh's anti-air game is also really good.
He's playing
really
solid.
waiting for that jump.
I can see a lot of the Alex Valle influences in Nerd Josh.
And goes for the cross-up after
that
into
is
the grab.
Gonna be just a
and
ton
he's
of damage.
On pixels. Ooh.
Yep.
You see that? He delayed the timing.
I have seen a lot of crazy stuff, especially with block damage. Even if he had blocked it, he had to go for EX.
I wonder if he went for the switch cancel anyway, and because it killed the switch cancel, it didn't come out.
That's true.
Wow, I think Nerd Josh is breaking this game down. Nice.
Brings in Rufus for the snake strike, which is actually pretty damage. Yeah, it's weird how many hits it also follows up with.
Nice overhead there.
That overhead will actually bounce if it's caught in the air. Counter and takes advantage of it.
Good Tatsu there as well. Nice.
Not the best choice of damage, but he definitely did get something out of it. Will he roll?
He's got
he
him
rolls.
Cornered. He rolled. I think Hornet tried to fake out and then wait and go for the overhead, but Josh still rolled. He tried to get close Fierce, but because he walked forward a step, he got towards Fierce.
Hornet in the corner takes an auto block, and he loses 1/3 of his bar. There Josh lands the EX Messiah. Here's the mix-up.
Nice.
And this should probably do it. Ooh. Oh, it's so close. What will we see here?
Yep.
He backdashed. That's why
he tried to escape the situation, but looks like it didn't work out. And Josh gets a perfect score. So he has 12. And this is the last match. It's going to be TFA Hornet. And he's going to be up against Renick. So Josh at this point is pretty much guaranteed to win this challenge.
Yeah.
He has a perfect score at 12 points. This is really just the final match just to complete and figure out the scores for the other players.
If anything, it's good player-on-player practice under pressure.
Definitely. Nice.
So weird to see that combo.
Yeah, it is interesting that it does combo this. Ooh, almost got the step file. That is a little bit harder than it is in Street Fighter 4.
Is it really? Okay.
Yeah, I've seen him practicing it. He's trying really hard to land it consistently, but the timing is much more strict than SF4.
Right. I think unlike Ken, unlike Ryu, Ken cannot special cancel his sweep. That is something unique to Ryu.
Yeah, that is interesting, actually.
No, they didn't give it to Ken, but they gave it to Ryu.
Weird. I wonder if Akuma has it.
We have not seen that yet.
Nice, chased the tech.
Recognizes the counter as well.
Went for an overhead. Oh, didn't get it that time.
But
he's very good at reading the text right now. He's chasing down forward roll when he sees it animate. Oh, he's getting pressured by Hugo right now, though. Uses DP and the switch cancel to get Ken in safely. That was sick.
That was sick that he blocked that.
I'm surprised that he blocked it. Yeah, you're right.
Ken just patiently waiting, but takes the counter.
And Hornet's corner right now. Oh, almost. Gets tagged by the overhead, and Hugo's living on pixels. Tags to Abel.
Hornet looking very good in this match with about 15 seconds left on the clock.
No, this is the round.
It should do it. Ken runs off screen, Ryu comes in with an uppercut, and Hornet takes the first round. Solid block strings. But Hornet is riding a full meter.
Frame chops, especially in this, are very annoying at first until you realize that at long range, they can't really counter throw you or anything.
Yeah.
So there isn't as much pressure to crouch tech in this game as in other games. You block, and then if you get far enough, or if you read the next poke, you can backdash.
You can backdash, yep.
Yep.
Both players riding full meter.
That's interesting. That stands strong, and the chain there from Ken looked unsafe, actually.
Abel going for a supercharge. I don't know if that was a good idea. He's going to get some pretty good damage off of this.
Yep, and Abel is now has to look for an opportunity to get out.
There it is.
Gets one. Gets the follow up.
If Hugo lands a combo, it can be extremely damaging.
Ooh.
This might be it. This
gets
might
the
be
super.
It. Oh, this
does
could do
a lot.
Because he only had 3 hits of the combo before.
Let's see.
Just
barely.
Just
but he still got to get out. Reversal? No reversal. Smart play there. He blocks his way through, and he switch cancels out.
Oh, went for the air grab.
And now Hornet has him in the corner. This could be a good opportunity for him.
Confirms a sweep.
Oh,
this
is the round.
Wow.
No, why did he get greedy? He had the lead. There was very little time left on the clock.
This is going to do it.
He lucks out. Yep. Does get another hit. And he takes that one. 1 round apiece.
This is actually the first time we've seen a split of rounds this entire challenge.
Much more even match than the previous ones have been, which have been pretty much a blowout so far. A little bit of an uneven playing field for the players. It's very clear that some are better than others at this point.
Yeah. The end of the challenge, it's very clear. Ooh, anti-air.
Goes for the axe kick.
I like how everyone is recognizing that overhead, it seems. Oh,
there, good
use.
See that?
Good use. You can tag out of the cross rush to make it safe.
It also has lower body invincibility, so it might be useful to try to bait out.
Yeah. In those close quarter situations, they might try to go for a tech grab or a low tech grab. Yeah, man, it beats it out.
Not just that, even situations where people are going for like short strings, like short as a frame trap. You can probably go for the switch.
You can woof on switch and just keep pressing it. And if it happens to be blocked, you can actually switch cancel in for an extra meter. Ooh, interesting use of a chain combo with Ken.
Nice. Crouch fierce anti-air. Doesn't get any sort of follow-up, but a good EX360 or command grab there. And
Hornet has a lot of offense right now. I see a lot of jumping in with heavy punch.
Good cross up there, too. And now he has Abel in the corner. Rolls out. And a good escape there. Oh, it's the round.
It should be the round. Hornet takes it. It's funny we're seeing a lot of throw mix-ups going on right now, and we were really worried about the throw range.
No, throws are definitely still good in this game. They're a little bit easier to tech than an SF4 because since the throw range is so close.